Welcome to CNN, not that CNN. This is Cowboy Nation News.
Does anyone want to do some sailing?
Heave-ho! Heave-ho! We're doing good. Today's your workout day.
I think it's really important for kids to gain experience with not only the neighborhoods that they grew up in, but where those neighborhoods are situated. The Detroit River being something that is foundational to the city, I think this gives them that perspective to be able to build off learning the history and maybe understand their particular corner of Detroit a little bit better.
Come on, throw it faster on that.
We have kind of a coalition with the folks from U of M. So they have some of the things that they're going to be teaching, the Detroit River Story Lab, but then we also will have a couple stations that we're teaching on board.
So this is our piece of equipment that we're going to use today, and this is called a plankton net. This really fine mesh, it's going to let the water go out, but it's going to keep all of our tiny plankton friends in there. So we're going to lower slowly. So we're going to stop here, and then we're going to pull it back up. All right, so do you want to hold that up to the light? What are you seeing in there? Whoa! We might have caught a freshwater jellyfish. Oh my gosh, that's insane. I've never seen one either.
It was beautiful and it was so like cute and tiny, so I love that.
Did you know that jellyfish lived in the...
No, I did not.
All of those little tiny white and maybe light green dots that you see, each of those is a plankton, is a zooplankton.
We have stations where the kids can learn about being a captain on the boat.
Do you think the wheel works? Yeah, I hope so.
They're learning about the history of the Detroit River from the Underground Railroad perspective and an indigenous perspective.
But what about me? What about my Friday or something?
They're learning about the various animals that's been in the Detroit River, like the beaver.
Hello, this is my beaver friend.
Well, I learned there's a lot of like small little animals in the lake.
Well, I learned about the otter, how if you like see one in the area, you know, like the water's nice.
So a lot of them were nervous coming out.
At first I was scared.
Some because of possible seasickness or stuff like steering the boat, which I just saw one of my students doing a minute ago. So I see a lot of them kind of open up to the opportunity and the kind of just participation, being a part of it. I don't think a lot of them get this quietness and kind of people who direct them towards looking internally and at things that aren't always screaming at them, like their phones or the bustling neighborhoods that they come from. I just hope that they incorporate this into their worldview and that as they build their identity and their experience throughout life, this will be one more thing that they connect who they are and what they might choose to do later on in their lives. They'll always have this experience as something that will kind of just allow them to think outside of what they know on the daily.
Jellyfish. I mean, it was exciting. It was cool. It was a way to get out of the classroom. It was a way to look at Southwest Detroit from the river. We learned about the history of Detroit, history of the river, Belle Isle, and just overall had a really good time being outside of school for a day.